What's good? It is your girl, Lady Low, and we are coming today. Let's talk about some stuff, baby. I got some things on my chest that I need to let off. Okay. So, y'all know that I'm doing this. My podcast is mostly for women, but if there are men out there that are interested in what I'm saying, baby, please join in. But this is Girls Talk, period. So, I just want a couple of things. I just want to talk about a couple of things today because, um, my job and what I do is to make awareness for women, uplift women, empowerment, and all those good things. Okay. And what I don't like is when people come in and they try to act like it's a problem because it's not a problem. I don't see the problem. So I made a video the other day and it was talking about Tiana Taylor. Now, this Tiana Taylor, as you guys know, is a celebrity, and Aaron Pierre is also a celebrity. Okay. They work in different fields in the celebrity world. Okay. So it comes down to one person decides to tell me, I'm gonna read what he say and I might just post it up there on the screen, but I'm not gonna put the whole thing up there because clearly it's very long. Very long winded. So he says, okay, your day, okay, so spend your day in life talking about someone else's relationship, someone else's man and woman. Sad. There is over 1 billion activities to do in the world, and you decide to, oh, I choose this one, this activity of gossiping about someone else is relationships. First of all, we're not even going to go there. You don't want to talk about money, potential partners, becoming investors, or some method of idea to start the discussion about getting out of poverty so our children don't have to grow up following the same failed systems we did in which is working for a racist organization. Blew me. Figure out becoming wealthy before you leave this earth to pass down to your children. You don't want to begin the conversation because it's blah 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 blah. Blah. Okay? Again, very long-winded. Let me just say this real quick. First of all, this video that I made when I did this video about Tiana Taylor, baby, this video was putting some respect on black relationship, black couples. Okay? I am happy for this woman. And there are other people who are happy for her as well. Yes, she found herself a handsome gentleman. Okay? Clearly. I'm not knocking her. It's people that saying bad things about her, and I don't care because at the end of the day, it is a black couple that are going together and they are happy. All right, they're doing this together and they are happy. Like she's out of a bad situation, she's out of a divorce, and she's happy. So why are you so upset because I'm uplifting a black couple? Now, let me go up in here and talk about. He's telling me that this is what I choose to do. Yes, clearly I bought this equipment so that I could do this. That is why it's called Girls Talk. But I don't just talk about celebrities all the time. Although, if it is interesting, I will speak on it, period. But most of the times, it's about women. Okay. Most of the conversations that come up in my podcast or on this talk show is about women. It's about uplifting women, no matter what it is. I talk BBL, I talk self care, and all those things. All of this is about uplifting women because clearly, you, if this is a guy, these type of people are the people who are always talking down on a woman. They never happy to see a woman happy. Okay. Let's get to the point here. All right. Now, he talking about, well, you should be trying to discuss stuff about getting out of poverty so our children can grow up in the. Okay, first of all, let me just make this straight, baby. We could talk about poverty and talk to people about getting out of poverty until they blue in the face, baby. People are grown and they're going to make their own decisions, baby. I am no longer in poverty. Okay, I am not living in the ghetto. I am not doing all these things that I used to do and dealing with all the situations that I used to deal with when I was in poverty, baby. So therefore, you talking about getting our children. First of all, the child that I'm raising is not living in poverty. He does not go to a poverty-stricken school. That is not my problem. But we could talk about black businesses. We could talk about how black people don't want to come together and work together to make something good. Okay, we could talk about that all day. We always talking about that. But what happens? I'm listening. Where is it at? Because I don't be seeing it. I don't be seeing the black people coming together. They have not built no neighborhoods. They have not built none of these things. So why are you sitting here talking about something that you continue to talk about and nobody's making a move? And you saying this is what I want to talk about? Yes, this is what I want to talk about, baby. And if this is what you want to waste your time, he texts me this whole message, baby. If that's what you want to talk about, then it seems like you need to be going to get you a camera, get you a microphone, baby, and get in front of it and talk to those people who want to hear that. Now, we are going to talk about local news, but I have not gotten around to that yet. I'm trying to see where everything is going with this show before I get to that. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not around here about to be knocking black neighborhoods and knocking black people. We all know that we need to do better. But there was a post today that I was going to do this show anyway, but I read a post on Facebook today saying, black people could come together and buy bottles of liquor, go out, buy and clubs together and do all this shit. Excuse my language, because it's the truth. And this is why I get sick or tired of talking about it. Because black people still do not want to come together and put no money towards building the community, doing something worth doing. You talking about doing all of this for a failed system and this and that and the other. So why don't you take control of your own failed system? Your failed system is your community. Our community is a system, and we need to get up out of that. We need to stop looking at other people for saying, well, we like this for another reason. We like this because the government this and the government that. Okay, but at the end of the day, you're living in those neighborhoods, and you can take control of those neighborhoods. Just saying, like, y'all know how they destroyed black businesses in the past. And they still stood on business after that fact. You know what I'm saying? We still have not recovered since then, but it is still black businesses out there that are doing good. But also, like I'm saying, black people can have multi-billion-dollar businesses if we work together. But it's always somebody hating. It's always somebody thinking they doing better than the next person. It's always somebody want to see you fail so that they can get on top. It's always somebody that think they got more than you got, instead of combining our resources so that we can come together and have something. I don't have time for that type of talk. We talk about that all the time. He talks about it all the time. It's plenty of people out here talking about it, and nobody's not doing anything. Okay? Yes, we can take back our black communities by buying up some property and doing what we need to do and putting those properties back into our neighborhoods. Nobody's doing that. None of the drug dealers aren't doing. They ain't doing their job. They securing their sales and starting turf wars and stuff like that. But they could be some of those people that bring safety to our communities, like they used to do back when the GDs and vice lords used to be around. Now it's all about bickering and fighting and killing in our neighborhoods. It starts with your children. And again, your children if you don't want to if you think that it's okay to keep your child in poverty, and you think, well, I'm make it out of here and we're going to do this, or I don't want to make it out of here and we're going to do this. Listen, the hood taught me a lot of valuable things, but I am no fool. Okay? I'm glad that I got out of there when I did. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with the things that I used to deal with when I was in the hood. No, I am not rich yet. Anyway, I am not rich and sitting on motherfucking $150,000. None of that. I'm not sitting on that type of money right now constantly every month, every fucking week. I'm just getting paid this type of money. No, I'm not. But I'm not in a neighborhood where I have to deal with all the dangers and things like that, where I have to always be looking over my shoulder because of my people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time for that. It's as simple as that. Now, if your child is living in poverty and you want longevity for your child, then you can only think about your child. Y'all think just because people become content creators and stuff, it is people out there that are successful content creators that do things and they get their sponsorships and they get a lot of money where they can do this type of stuff where they can take care of their family. So you think that just because I'm not talking about poverty and black people shit, I don't have time to keep talking about. I'm tired of hearing the same old thing. I want to speak positivity to black people. Okay? I don't have time to keep talking about this sad, sobby, depressing shit. Okay? It was depressing me when I was living in poverty. I don't want to keep talking about the old things. I don't want to keep talking about old things that was depressing me. You guys need to deal with your mental health. You guys need to come up out of that poverty-stricken mindset and understand that there is something better out there for you. And until everybody comes together and they put their ducats together and they start working together as a team, which they do not do, then I don't want to hear you coming in my inbox talking about what the hell I'm doing when I'm sitting here uplifting black couples. If I'm sitting here uplifting a black woman, if I'm up in here uplifting a black man, I don't want to hear none of that other stuff because that's the least that we can do. Period. Now, let's get to it. Back to black businesses. Let's talk about this black business right here. It is called All for One. All for One specializes in website development and app creation and sales funnels to help businesses grow and make money. Whether it is a custom website, a mobile app, or automated sales funnel, everything is built for success. Okay? If you need one or you want to learn more, go to All for One website and get you a custom design app created just for you, specifically for you. All right, this is a young man, and he has learned how to create apps, and I am out here to support black people that are upcoming. I support black businesses, and I am going to support this young man because he is in technology, he is learning the technology, and he is ready to go. So if you need an app developed for yourself or for your business, or you need an app developed for whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying, or a website, and you need sales funnels coming in, visit the All for One website and get you something created. Okay, designed specifically and especially for what you're looking for. All for One. Make sure you go check them out.